Have you ever wondered what it would have been like to see both Goku and Vegeta fuse within the Tournament of Power to fight off against Universe 11's Jiren? Well, although such a concept never happened in the actual anime or manga, on today's video, we're going to be discussing a short fan manga from DBS Nexus on Instagram, which showcases an alternative Tournament of Power showcase involving Goku and Vegeta using the Potara earrings and having to fuse in creating Vegito to battle against Jiren, which again, big shoutouts and credit to DBS Nexus on Instagram for creating the story concept behind Vegito and Jiren, so be sure to head on over to his Instagram page and follow him for more Dragon Ball fan mangas such as this hypothetical takes place within the same time frame as the original Universe Survival Arc concept, except here the only difference is Vegito serves his purpose in participating in the final battle in comparison to what we've seen in the manga and anime with Ultra Instinct Goku. As once more before we begin, if you are new to this channel and of course love Dragon Ball and anime, then don't forget to go ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking on the bell icon to never miss a single upload. And if you guys just so happen to love Dragon Ball and anime, then be sure to go ahead and slap a like down below. And if you guys want to go ahead and read up on more Dragon Ball fan-made mangas created by the community for the community, then be sure to go ahead and click the description box down below and check out all of your favorite Dragon Ball fan mangas located down in the description for the Dragon Ball fan manga playlist as we kick off the Beyond Dragon Ball Super Tournament of Power alternative manga chapter, as the story takes place during the closing moments of the Tournament of Power as Universe 7 collides against Universe 11, with the only remaining warriors on each respective teams are Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza on Universe 7 versus Jiren of Universe 11. This scenario focuses on Goku and Vegeta using teamwork against Jiren rather than having Goku ever tap into Ultra Instinct, conceding to the addition of Ultra Instinct entirely. And during this engagement, Goku and Vegeta continuously break their limits against Jiren, but every attempt of defeating him are futile. Goku and Vegeta push themselves as Goku maximizes Kaioken by pushing times 20, while Vegeta maximizes his Super Saiyan Blue evolution form, which both prove to be inferior when compared to Jiren. And as an early result of Kefla's fusion, the Supreme Kai of Universe 7 tosses Goku and Vegeta the Potara earrings, which both have agreed they wouldn't need to use the fusion unless absolutely necessary. And while Frieza remains unconscious from his scuffle against Jiren, Goku and Vegeta reach their breaking points as Jiren beats them down for repetition. Goku pleads with Vegeta that at this point they are both physically unable to defeat Jiren despite their combined efforts on doing so. And with Vegeta hesitant, Goku reminds Vegeta on what's on the line, and while attempting to do so, begs him to use the Potara earrings while they still can before they both run out of power. As Vegeta ponders on the idea, Jiren approaches their location, indicating that their next engagement will indeed be their last. As Goku begs Vegeta to accept the fusion, with no other choice, Vegeta clips the Potara earring as Goku does the same, as Vegeta goes on to respond to Goku by stating, "This is the last time that I am ever fusing with you again," creating a massive shockwave all throughout the arena, as well as a blinding white light, as moments later, Vegito emerges. With Jiren unsurprisingly calm, Vegito acknowledges Jiren in stating, "Now you will see what we are truly capable of," as he powers up to Super Saiyan Blue. Jiren casually responds to Vegito by stating "come," as Vegito takes charge in dashing towards his direction. The battle itself intensifies so much that it's causing the entire tournament arena to crumble as Vegito remains on the offensive with Jiren fighting back. Blow for blow, Jiren and Vegito go toe-to-toe as Jiren begins to get pushed back. But it's not long after Jiren begins to take Vegito serious as he also turns the tides on Vegito in catching Vegito's punch, encountering with a thunderous right hook to the face as Jiren immediately gets behind Vegito and grabs Vegito in a headlock, positioning himself in such a way to where he has Vegito's left arm locked while grabbing him by the neck. And after having to realize just how powerful Jiren truly is, Vegito takes no chances in breaking away from from the chokehold and continuing his unrelenting pursuit in knocking Jiren from the tournament arena. And with Vegito taking the lead, Vegito uses instant transmission to move around Jiren, catching him with thunderous attacks that only seem to anger Jiren. With Vegito winning, he begins to taunt Jiren in reminding him of what it feels like to lose, having to imply that no matter how strong he had become, he will never be the warrior that his master intended him to be. Now, it is heavily implied by the creator of this story that Super Saiyan Blue Vegito and current Jiren are equal in power. However, Vegito acknowledges this but still proceeds to taunt Jiren. Enraged at the thought of losing his master having to be at a disadvantage against Vegito, Jiren breaks his limits as he vows never to taste defeat, angrily claiming that Vegito would never know what true power feels like. As his Pride Trooper outfit is torn into pieces, his energy begins to flare, Jiren has broken through his shell, ready for round 2. As Jiren takes charge, the fight is immediately shifted in Jiren's favor, striking Vegito with such force that each punch causes Vegito to cough up blood. As Vegito attempts to push back, each of his attacks are deflected and blocked, as Jiren beats the aura out of Vegito, slamming him through the landscape as Vegito begins to doubt his own ability to match Jiren. Jiren then unleashes an attack so powerful that Vegito is forced in countering with his final Kamehameha. As the two struggle, Vegito is overtaken by the enormous attack, swallowing him whole. As Beerus fears for the worst, one half of the arena had been completely blown away. As Jiren looks over, he notices that Vegito had survived, but now extremely damaged. As Vegito acknowledges the damage done to him, he goes on to state, "I guess I never would have guessed for there to exist a mortal who is even stronger than I am. But I guess I have no other choice but to use everything I've got, even if it breaks me." As Vegito cries out Kaioken, he raises his energy level by level until reaching Kaioken times 20. But even as he continues to push, Vegito climbs even higher as he maxes out Kaioken times 30, a feat that not even Goku was able to tap into during the Tournament of Power. With Jiren responding by raising his power even higher as well, the two rush in as they begin to go blow for blow. Their battle is so intense that the entire world of Void itself is beginning to shake uncontrollably. The arena begins to crumble as the two hit each other with so much force that it's causing everything around them to instantly vaporize. Despite his overwhelming power, Vegito is being edged out by Jiren's furious energy. Vegito hangs in there but notices that Jiren is simply on a whole nother level, but strategizes as they continue. Jiren holds the upper hand, crippling Vegito as his Kaioken seems to be breaking down his body. However, even though Kaioken times 30 is breaking down Vegito's body, Vegito still refuses to give up. And after having to use instant transmission to escape, Vegito finally begins to understand that the fight with Jiren must come to an end now. And the reason for this is because Jiren is not showing any signs of getting weaker. As he charges his energy together once more, Vegito puts together the final Kamehameha in his attempts of finally defeating Jiren. And with Jiren acknowledging that Kaioken times 30 Vegito is once more about to fire off his final Kamehameha, Jiren goes on to tell Vegito, "Warrior of the Universe 7 is useless to believe that you can beat me," going as far as raising his power even more. Instead of having to counter Vegito's attack, Jiren instead welcomes Vegito's fury, and in his final attempt of utilizing all the power he has, maximizing Kaioken, Vegito finally fires off his full-powered final Kamehameha directly in front of Jiren, blowing away the remaining half of the arena, as instantly once Vegito had fired off such a powerful attack, Goku and Vegeta's Potara fusion runs out, as Vegeta and Goku separate. As moments later, through the dust and debris, we notice how the silhouette and outline of Jiren begins to appear from the smoke, as Jiren walks through the debris and smoke and having to tell Goku and Vegeta, "I must admit that if I had not done anything, that attack would have pulverized me." As a very damaged Vegeta goes on to state, "Damn it, I have no strength." I can hardly stand. As an extremely battle-damaged Goku goes on to respond, all our energies were in that attack. As Jiren finally emerges through the rubble, his left arm had been completely scarred and damaged due to Super Saiyan Blue Vegito's Kaioken times 30 final Kamehameha attack, as Jiren goes on to aim at both Goku and Vegeta, as he goes on to tell them this attack will decide things. Universe 7 has formidable warriors, but they have nothing else to do. This fight is over. And with only a few seconds remaining, Android 17 makes a reappearance as he emerges from the rubble, as 17 goes on to state, "Go. It seems like they need help." As 17 cries out, "Do not waste time, Frieza. Do it now!" As Goku and Vegeta are both puzzled that Android 17 is indeed alive, Jiren wastes little time in blowing 17 away, as out of nowhere Frieza emerges in using his golden powers and having to charge directly at Jiren and having to cry out, "I already told you not to tell me what I have to do, you piece of scrap." As Golden Frieza charges in with enough force, Android 17 pops right back up behind Jiren, grabs onto Jiren's waist as he proceeds to tell Jiren, "Did you forget about me? Do not think I'll let you go so easily," creating the only opportunity they have in defeating Jiren. As an end result of Jiren's battle against Vegito, Jiren had been weakened enough to where Goku and Vegeta assist Frieza in their attempts of knocking Jiren off, as Goku and Vegeta fire off simultaneous blasts while Golden Frieza tackles Jiren off of the stage, taking down Android 17, Frieza, and Jiren as an end result of Goku and Vegeta having to use both of their Kamehamehas and Gallic guns as an end result of creating enough force behind Frieza's initial attack and knocking Jiren off of the stage. As back inside the tournament arena, Goku and Vegeta are the last remaining warriors of the Tournament of Power, having decided the fate of Universe 7. They use the Super Dragon Balls to restore all of the erased universes back to normal, but the wish that the Saiyans have made was extremely vague. Not only resurrecting the erased universes from the Tournament of Power, but the 6 previously destroyed universes by Zeno as well. As Goku asks the dragon, "Could you please restore all of the universes Zeno had erased back into existence?" The dragon grants the wish without the knowledge to everyone that the 6 previously destroyed universes have now been brought back to life. As Goku promises to meet Jiren again and have a rematch with him, he also wanted to remind Jiren that indeed he was the better fighter in this tournament, and that he was way stronger than Goku himself. As Jiren smiles, he also promises to meet Goku again, and when he does, that he'll be even more powerful than how he was before. And as everything restores itself back to normal, there is an eerie disturbance in the multiverse. A dark and unsettling energy is looming among the living creatures and worlds of the multiverse, as the gods themselves are beginning to feel uneasy due to this unknown power. With the newly restored universes, what great evil is lurking in the shadows, waiting to reveal itself to our heroes? The story continues as the manga chapter comes to a close. Now, the creator of this manga chapter also implies that Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 30 Vegito was slightly below a limit breaker Jiren, but implies that the only reason why Jiren had the upper hand was because Kaioken times 30 was beginning to break down Vegito's body. Even momentarily as Vegito was ahead, due to the overwhelming strain that the Kaioken takes on the body, Vegito was beginning to break down during that battle before he even had a chance on finishing off Jiren. And on top of that, it was implied by the creator DBS Nexus over on Instagram that indeed once Jiren and Vegito have broken past their limits, they have exceeded the powers of the Hakaishin currently present in the Tournament of Power arena, which in turn implies that Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 30 Vegito and Limit Breaker Jiren are far and beyond any of the Hakaishin presently there, but still below the angels. Which by the end of this story, it is implied that a new enemy has been resurrected courtesy of Goku and Vegeta using the Super Dragon Balls and resurrecting all of the universes, which also entails the resurrection of the previously destroyed universes by Zeno, in which, as a cause of these universes having to be brought back, a mysterious evil alongside those universes has also returned, in which we are going to get further information as to who, or more or less what this possibly is, later on down the road in the alternative Dragon Ball Super Tournament of Power manga sequel. But as of right now, the creator did imply that the events surrounding Vegito versus Jiren in the TOP is kept as the same as the anime scene, with Frieza having to be granted a life, Goku and Vegeta facing off against Broly, and everything in between following the events of Dragon Ball Super Broly is connected to the overall ending of Vegito versus Jiren. However, the evil that is looming throughout the multiverse is still currently present and growing in terms of energy, and we will find out in further detail what awaits our characters in the next manga chapter, so make sure you guys keep your eyes and ears peeled on the channel to find out when the next chapter will be posted. But in the end, I would like to get your thoughts in the comment section below. What are your thoughts on initially seeing a base Jiren versus Super Saiyan Blue Vegito? What are your thoughts on Limit Breaker Jiren versus Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 30 Vegito? What are your overall thoughts on Kaioken getting the best of Vegito, breaking down his body, not giving Vegito the chance to supersede Jiren? Even though it was stated that Vegito was slightly ahead, it was the end result of the Kaioken burning right through Vegito's body that resulted in Vegito being at a heavy disadvantage, while Jiren remained the same when it came to power, exertion, and mobility and durability during the course of that battle. So what are your thoughts on seeing Kaioken times 30 Vegito really put the beats on Jiren until Kaioken basically burned out his body? What are your overall thoughts on Jiren almost getting the better of Vegito? And what are your overall expectations in what's coming in the next chapter? For me, I really enjoyed the concept of Vegito versus Jiren because it was implied multiple times during the actual Tournament of Power that fusion was actually going to be a thing. We saw the birth of Aniraza, we saw the birth of Kefla, so it would have made perfect sense to see either the introduction of Gogeta or Vegito in that particular scenario against someone like Jiren, and being that it never happened in the actual anime and manga, we had it happen in a fan manga adaptation. So let me know what you all think down below. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. Once more, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed this fan manga and want to see more and a continued version of this, then make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, and share this video out to everybody you possibly can. Other YouTubers, Facebook groups, Twitter, all over social media, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys have missed out the previous adaptations for the Dragon Ball Super fan mangas, then be sure to check out the alternative Gogeta vs Jiren Tournament of Power manga introduction and various different fan mangas and fan stories that I cover on the channel, such as the ones being shown on screen, in which you guys can find each individual fan manga down in the description box below, including the actual fan manga playlist, guys. Thank you all so much for watching once more. Tune back in for the next video, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you guys down the comment section below. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.
This is the Galactic Emperor of the Universe, and of course I'm here to tell you to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
Also follow UnrealEntGaming on these social media platforms to stay connected at all times. And if you don't, then very soon you will all be dead! Oh, did someone say UnrealEntGaming? Oh my god.
The fuck's up, on? Put on some clothes!
Well, why don't you put on any clothes?
What? I don't need clothes. Jesus Christ, that's huge! What, Broly?
Frieza.
Uh-oh.
Prepare to die!